was to our 8,000 technologists that primarily sit in the United States in Belfast and in Bangalore, India. So that's our crowd of folks that we focus on.
It's a pretty great big group, actually. 8,000.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's in 3 different continents, huh?
Yeah.
In Ireland and India. Wow.
Yeah. And our learning team sits in those geographies too. And so one of the things that I had to do coming into the role was to consolidate them together into one learning organization. And that's challenged my own emotional intelligence and self-awareness. It's one thing to say you're global. It's another thing to truly be global and to take into account that people, speak differently. They have different constructs for how they understand things. There are things that you can talk about and not talk about. And then how do you create a sense of team when you have all of that going on with team dynamics? And so I think in some ways this has probably been one of the best and rewarding learning experiences that I've had in terms of leadership, because it's stretched me personally. And it's just another thing entirely to get a global team working together and performing together. There's a lot to take into account there to make that happen.
I just saw a recent study of tech folks, engineers, where engineers nominated each other and rated each other in terms of effectiveness. And it turned out that there was no correlation with their cognitive abilities. There was high correlation with emotional intelligence.
Yeah.
Does that fit your observation?
I don't have any data to support that. I did also see an article that said people tend to have a bias towards working with people that they like versus skill. So so I read something very similar, and I can only speak for myself. And with any of this in this whole interview, these are simply the lens in which I view the world.
Sure.
Yeah. But I do think that that's true, that a lot of us, nobody relishes the thought of getting up and being on that difficult team call. Nobody wants to do that. Life's tough enough. People want to go and feel good and feel like they've got purpose and value when they show up at the office. And
Sure.
people want to work with people they like.
Yeah.